What's one common misconception people have about aging in the Black community?
Oh, that one is very easy to answer. It is this idea that they are useless, they don't have anything to contribute. You know when people say, let me say it in Yoruba, "Mommy eti dagba, ẹ jókòó nlé." Or even sometimes some people can be even extra mean and say, "Ìròyìn náà wà ńbẹ̀." Maybe there's a party, 50-year-old. I mean, not fellow. Ìròyìn náà wà ńbẹ̀. Ẹ ti ṣe tiyín jàre, ẹ jókòó nlé. That is a no-no. That is a no-no. People who are older now, they are still as sharp as ever.
The oldest feelings, they're still people.
No, they are even sharp. The oldest in the community that I serve is 85.
Wow.
This guy is sharp. He was recounting the days that he was a soccer coach and mentorship. They are not. They are, in fact, honestly, they are just like us. They are. We are living longer.
Do you know how we should see this? Whatever age you are now is not how you were 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you feel any different?
Yeah, no.
It's still the same you.
And I heard that the brain is as good as it was before, unless you are not eating right and certain parts start getting plugged. But the whole cognitive side,
it doesn't age.
It doesn't age.
So you're still the same person. I know how when I was 20, I thought 40 was old. Now 40 is young.
Yeah, even 60s. I'm
So
looking at how you dress. Is this going to change when you're 80? You're still going to be as fabulous as you are. Yeah, you might reduce the earrings a little bit.
I may not.
Maybe.
I may
but
not.
everything else, a 65 can put this on and still look good. And I see it.
Yeah.
No judgment here, just a friendly ear. Tune in every day, bring your worries near. Life count show, let the heartbeats flow. With AD, we heal and grow. Life on the couch, with AD. Talk it all out, set your mind free. Life on the couch, stories we share.
Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Life Couch with Fady. Here we talk about things that happen to the everyday people with the hope that somebody out there will pick one thing or two. And they understand that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't define you. There's always a way out for everything. This morning or afternoon or evening, it depends on when you're watching. We have a beautiful guest here. Somebody who's at least I've seen her around doing one thing or the other, involved in this and that. So I'd say she's very active, industrious. Excuse me. Her name is Buki Oje Makinde.
Yeah. Hi.
So this lady runs two not-for-profits.
That's right.
I've seen her, manage other things like the Yoruba Foundation, whatever
Calgary.
we're talking about. Calgary, because that's the YFC. That's what it means. Anyways, we'll listen to her and how she is able to manage these two not-for-profits, her life, and how she's able to juggle these things with family. But before we go into that, we will listen to her introduce herself. Over to you. Thank you so much for saying yes.
Thank you so much, Faye. You see, what I found is that a yes always begets a yes.
Right.
That's a Bible language.
Right.
And Adam begets Isaac. Anyway, thank you so much for being a speaker on one of our series just this last week. It was fantastic. Thank you so much. My name is Bukola Oje Makinde. I am a chemical engineer by profession. I've actually studied industrial engineering then back in Nigeria and in the US. Then I came to Canada and also studied chemical engineering with a minor in petroleum engineering. So I was able to work in oil and gas for about 5 to 7 years, I would say. And like you rightly said, I'm very active in community. It has given me joy. I wouldn't say more joy than my profession has given me, but it has given me a lot of joy. It's a different type of joy. Honestly, it is a different type of joy in that you get to meet everyday people, like you say. You get to meet leaders. You get to see life from a different perspective. When we do engineering, we're all focused on design and calculus and mathematics, and and Excel, a lot of Excel and reporting. But in this case, you get to see real life situations that people are going through, real life needs. And that's why it actually gives me extra joy, because then in my mind, I'm able to say, okay, how does sociology, psychology, engineering, marketing, business, friendships, relationships, how does it now work to solve those needs? And that's why I started those two nonprofit. The first one, Ladies in the Family Foundation, is about, at the core of who we are, it's about how do we make sure every woman and girl, first of all, understands the city they live in. It's a different feeling when you're able to understand what is Calgary. What does Calgary stand for? What are we founded upon? What are the values that build us? Where are we going as a city? And you cannot know that and enjoy Calgary and call Calgary home until you start to open yourself up.
True.
And say, it's not about going to events. Even when you go to events, what are they doing here in this event? Who is who? Like they always say at my work, previous work, who is who in the zoo? It's almost like when you go to the Calgary Zoo, we know there is a lion's den, there is a monkey's den, there is a gorilla's den. And then they put all these signs so you know where to be safe. It's the same in the city. It's not only the mayor doing good work. There are so many other people. There's so many non-profit. There are so many informal gathering, doing huge things, you know? And then there are people, business owners like yourself or media personalities like yourself doing big things that people may not be aware of. Like one of the things on my mind today is the tariff situation. How is it going to impact us? What is it doing now? What could it do if it get worse? How can we prepare for it? What can engineers do? What can media personalities do? What can seniors do? What can women do? So at the core of Ladies in the Family Foundation is, if we are able to make sure, I know it won't be all women, so I'm careful to say not all women, because of different reasons. The time you are in your life, your phase of life may not allow you to get into all these things.
True.
But if you can get almost every woman to assimilate, integrate, know, digest, contribute. The word contribute is key. Give back, harvest, share about this wonderful city that we live in, then you can truly call Calgary your home. Until such a time, honestly, you are just visiting. So that's Ladies in the Family Foundation.
I hope you got that definition. You are visiting if you haven't done these things.
Yeah.
And, sometimes I meet people and they're like, oh, Calgary is boring. Calgary is this. I always tell them it depends on what you're doing.
Exactly.
It actually is not boring. I go to Instagram every day, things are happening. I used to think that I knew people in Calgary. I don't.
It's true.
Today is 50, tomorrow is 40, and I'm not invited.
That's true.
Some people, they are there. I'm saying, these are the ones that are popular. I don't like, they are not there, no. And especially because some of us that came earlier, the new ones, the new people in Calgary now, they are so vibrant.
It's true.
And I love it.
It's true.
I love to see it. Right? I was telling someone, you have to be competitive. Whatever you're doing, even if it's the
and
same
creative
thing that we do, creative, makeup, whatever. There's now a lot of people. And Nigerians, we're very industrious people.
In fact, Africans, all of Africans, I find, and Caribbeans as well.
Caribbeans, right?
Yeah.
Very industrious people. We're not sitting down to say what are they. It's what can I
If
do?
it's not working, you make it work.
Yeah,
I like it.
So whatever you're doing, you have to find a way to stand out. You have to find a way to give yourself an edge, right? Okay, what about the second not-for-profit? What is that
Okay.
about?
So I didn't say this when I was starting. Ladies in the Family started informally in 2017 when I noticed that there are a lot of, pockets, clusters of people, like it was not integrating, it was not talking to each other, of women doing different things, but they were not talking. So we started saying, okay, why can't we get all of us to see? And like you're right, I'm not even there yet. I'm not even close, even after like 7 years. But Bridge to Oasis Foundation, BTO Foundation, you may be the first to know, but it actually stands for my name as well. Bukola Titilayo. I used to be Olatunde, so
Wow.
it could be Bukola Titilayo Olatunde. I just thought,
Okay.
oh, my initials could form something. Anyway, but that's not, it's
Nice.
not about me. So it's Bridge to Oasis Foundation, and it's also started in 2020, and it's dedicated to supporting Black Afro-Caribbean seniors. So seniors here, and nothing existed in that area until I started in 2020. Now it's grown. There are many other people doing
Yeah. I
things
have a friend that I know does.
doing things for seniors, correct. So it has grown, and what we're trying to do in both organizations, how can we leverage partnerships? If you look at me, if you get to go through my history, it's been one partnership or the other. I would like to talk about partnership because it doesn't always work, but it teaches you something. It teaches you what is out there. Like I say, I cannot tell people about what is out there if I don't know what is out there. I don't want to read what is out there. I want to really know, what is Fayidi doing? What is Ants Lifting Arts doing? What is Ruth House doing? What is Kirby Center doing? What is Immigrant Services? I want to really know. Then I can say, oh, somebody comes in. It's so cold. I'm freezing. I need a winter jacket. I'm not going to be saying, go to Faye. I think I saw one in our closet. No. Go to WINS, Women in Need Society. They got a thrift store. They will assess your income, and if they qualify, you get a free winter jacket.
Wow.
Oh, I need to know education about, I'm new to driving in winter. That is a typical immigrant story. What kind of tires? How should I speed? Have you had I have had accident before during winter. I was doing my normal speed. I didn't know when my wheel started going into the direction of a barbed wire. Anyway, so I like to share those stories for those who come newly. Like, there's so much we need to learn. You said it. There's a way you can enjoy Calgary.
Yep.
There's a way you can truly enjoy it. And I'm doing that for seniors, for women, for girls. The only people that have left out is men, and they've been asking for men in the family. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'll cover everything.
That's good. I also had I was driving, and my car just went 360.
I know.
Good thing there was no car coming from behind.
On the
and
other
it
side.
was that place is now, I don't know, it's now Stony Trail.
Oh.
Then it used to be around Discovery Ridge.
Oh,
There's
now
this,
I know, Valley Ridge area.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not
but
that
now
area.
it's now Stony Trail coming down to this area.
Oh, I know
So
where you're talking about.
it just did a 360.
Wow.
And it was a lot of struggle initially, and then a 360. And I had people.
It's
in
like the car was controlling you at that point.
Everybody first of all kept quiet like this. Like there was shock. Before
Oh,
we
there
now
were
started
people in the
turning.
car
There were
too.
people in the car. It
Wow.
wasn't only me. In fact, they were clapping. I said, "Don't clap. I don't know what I did because it's not me, right?" I was
Oh,
like,
they thought it was a
they thought-
stunt.
No, they thought that maybe I managed the snow really well or something.
Oh,
I
my
said, so these are things. If there's anything that can help people,
It's true.
And sometimes if you have that experience, maybe just cause me, I'm kind of rugged. If you've had that experience, it can stop you from driving.
Of course.
You'll be afraid to
Of
drive.
course. And then if you have an accident after that, you just be like, this place
I
is not.
know.
You start dreading winter, which is like 6 months of the year, right? Can you imagine the misery?
I dread winter, and it's not because of that.
I know, but now add that on top
On
of
top
that.
of it, yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. So, what challenges have you encountered? Number one, did you encounter starting up, and then what challenges reoccur, or have you been able to overcome? Because I expect that every year, maybe if this happens, you mitigate it the next year, or you are, you're ready to.
Honestly, I'm
do
looking
something
forward.
better.
I'm looking forward to a time when I can actually share the ups, downs, the good, bad, and ugly of starting a non-profit, but also a business. Like business owners, I just went to the Founders Lounge, which you saw, and they shared some of their challenges and triumphs and victories. But when we go to LinkedIn, Instagram, you said you go often. Most of the time we see the good, but there's a lot underneath that people don't see. And it looks rosy, right? Like everything. Parenting looks easy. Marriage looks easy. Immigration looks
Says
easy.
who?
When you start, no, exactly, says who. Like when you start sending dollars home, everybody's like, oh, the money is falling off the tree, right? It's the same for the non-profit. It's the same for profit. First of all, we underestimate the accounting and fiduciary responsibility that is associated with non-profit. The government is very keen on where every taxpayer dollar go, right? So this is not a case of I got $1 million.
And then you do
Want to
anything
no,
you
like
want to.
people always feel like 200,000 of that goes to the founder or the executive director. Okay, you got $1 million. Only you. We take 200,000. So you hear people, oh, they just got a lot of money. It's not so. The reason why funders trust that money, taxpayer money, remember, into your hands, is that it's coming back to public good, right? And so a large percentage of that fund, in fact, I've gotten funds, people have gotten funds, including myself, where there's no salary. $50,000. There is no line item for salary. You could do events, you could buy food,
It has to go out.
it has to go to everybody else, and you are the one coordinating.
Yeah, I know.
It looks, that is why you must first of all test the heart. You cannot jump. People have called me, you inspire me, I want to start. I'm like, you're sure? You have to test your heart. You have to test your passion. And it's not about testing your heart at the beginning. I like what you said, at the beginning and through it. It's testing your heart throughout. Because then at the beginning, you've not seen any challenges, right? The challenges will start coming later. You could plan an event, open 100 people will come. 20 could show up. And you've told your funder, oh, yeah, I did one last year. 100 people showed up. In fact, wait list. And you do another because it depends on the phase of life that people are going through. And 20, and you're like, what do I do with this food? What do I do with my videographer? And people are asking you, didn't you share this event?
You should do better public
Maybe,
marketing.
yeah, you should do
Maybe
better.
you should do-
Did you tell others? Maybe you should partner better. Maybe you should go on Instagram. And you're like, this thing is all over Instagram. Anyway, so those are some of the challenges, the expectation that the public, the government, your funders, it's not always the government funding, have of you, the trust they give
Yeah.
into you, it's high. And the other thing is, you also have to fulfill certain governance requirements. So when you invite people to be on your board so that they can supervise all the things at the back end, they also have expectations of you. So whether you call yourself, you can give yourself any name, founder, executive director, you are reporting to your board, and then the board is reporting to the government. And the board's information, hear it, is with the government. I don't want to say what type of information, but you get what I'm saying. They know who your board member. We do annual return every year. So they know who they are. They can go after them. We put you here. We entrusted you to manage this nonprofit. How is it that Bukola was able to make a way, or Fei or Shola was able to make a way? How is it that what you say you guys will be doing is not what you're doing?
What you're doing.
Exactly. So those are some of the challenges that come with that.
I also got funding for album launch at the time. In fact, I was like, because there was a lot of stress. I was like, but I don't have a choice because I got this money now. I
You have
must
to
do
spend
this
it.
thing. So I understand, and some will tell you nothing for you, nothing. So it has to be maybe from a place of passion first.
Oh,
You understand?
always.
So when you begin to face these challenges, for me, it was a lot of stress, but I enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed what I did. But it's not as rosy as it looks, for sure. And then your books, I don't know, it has to be specially done because there's no profit, right?
Oh, yeah. It has to be. In fact, from this meeting, I'm going to do some organization of some of my receipts and stuff. You know, at the end of the day, it's not even only about the money, it's the impact. You know, the government doesn't want to give you $10, $500, $5,000, $50,000. And you come back and say, yeah, I thought that girl would be able to improve from here to there, but it didn't happen. Okay. You do that twice, thrice, they're like, you are not effective.
doing
In
it
short,
well.
you are just not effective, right? So there's also that pressure.
Demonstrate that.
You have to demonstrate it. And you don't just demonstrate because pictures are on Instagram. You demonstrate nowadays with success stories, testimonials, real
Which is
qualitative interview. Okay, let me wait for that.
One success story from each that demonstrates the impact of your not-for-profit.
Awesome. Let me start with the seniors one. At some point, I talked a lot about partnership, and we partnered with Kirby Center. Kirby Center they've been established. They are now called Unison for 55 plus. They've been established over 30 years in Calgary, so they know what they're doing. So we partnered on this topic, elder abuse. Now, in our culture, we don't call it elder abuse. You could hear your mom say, you are disrespectful, you don't have manners, things like that. So let's just call it elder disrespect so that people can follow. And so we partnered with them, and we saw that within our community, there are a few where some families will bring mom here to babysit or manage the home, and the parents feel mistreated.
Wow.
Either left isolated, they are home alone all day, the kids are gone to school, parents have gone to work, they come back, they are the one folding clothes, cooking, and then even when they sit to eat, sometimes, mommy, you're already eating, comments that are showing lack of appreciation. And so we've been able to, through that partnership, educate, inform about, like, yeah, you have certain expectations, but your mom is also human.
I know.
Right? And deserves every kind, or your dad, and deserves every kind of respect. So those are, I'm not able to go deeper than that, but those are some success stories. And we've seen those parents now, things have worked out better. They are now able to say, okay, today I'm not babysitting, I need some time, I'm going to Bukola's comedy night, and they go, or I'm going to the mall just to walk. And it's now kind of like, I can also be free, right? I'm not in any sort of empowered to say, So that's some sort of success story. For Ladies in the Family Foundation, I cannot be prouder of a signature initiative, Our Connect, that is now supporting Black women and girls with mental health support free of charge.
Wow, nice.
There is nothing like that. Free of charge, barrier free. We don't do all this income testing. We don't do any of that. And it's sponsored by the city of Calgary.
Wow.
And you can have as many sessions as you want. I know that within our community, mental health is still not being accepted, but people are rallying around it now. People who lose their jobs, divorce, miscarriage, infertility, even all these economic issues, discrimination at work, discrimination from community or police, parenting issues, domestic violence. So people now are coming because they realize this is not a land where, if you are mentally disturbed or mentally, I don't want to say disturbed because that looks extra. If you are not,
if you're going through a mental health situation,
mental health situation, it will impact your job.
Sure.
It will impact your earning power. And Rogers doesn't want to know that you have mental health
bills.
So the earlier you can seek help, get yourself back. Rogers will take their bill, mortgage will take their bill. Everybody, your gas station, you have to put gas. Either way, you buy transit pass.
So how does it work? Is it like there are medical experts that
you
can call and
we
talk
have
to?
3 therapists. We have a French-speaking therapist, 2 English-speaking therapists, well-educated, well-experienced. We have social workers who can direct you to some of the resources I'm talking about. We have emergency line coordinator. If there's really a big emergency right now and they can't reach their therapist, they know who to contact within the community.
Do you have a link?
Oh, yes. Just go to herconnect.ca. Okay. Very easy. Book now, call now. All of it is there. herconnect.ca.
Wow. So how do you ensure sustainability and growth for both organizations? I know what you rely on is funding. What if it doesn't pull through? Or is there guarantee?
There is no guarantee. Nothing is guaranteed and nothing is free. People always say there's nothing free. So in the past 5 years, I mentioned that both nonprofit have really been established in the past 5 years, and they've grown sporadically in the last two. And that sporadic growth relied majorly on funding, government funding, private foundation funding. But we are beginning to see, in fact, you are right on point. It's like you are right in the brain of myself and my board members, that there must be other ways to make money. So let me just share for general information to the public. What other ways do nonprofits make money apart from funding? They become charity. So BTO Foundation is now a charity. What does that do? Businesses can say, I'm going to do this recording for you for free, but you give me tax receipts, which they can now write
the
off.
value of that.
Well, yeah, I don't even think they give you all of it, maybe 50%, which you can now write off with your tax. The only thing is delayed. It's delayed reward, because it's when you file your taxes that you get it back. So, but it's kind of like what people
I
do.
would have said, aren't they the same thing? Not for profit charity.
No, they
So
are
there's
not
a
the same.
What's the difference?
So the regular nonprofit cannot issue that receipt, and it's not under the same type of scrutiny
Okay.
as a charity.
Okay.
So once you're a charity, it's extra scrutiny, just because you're getting even more
From
taxpayer funding. Yeah. And so the government wants to make sure you do right
Yeah.
by every dollar you get from people. So it's different. In fact, back earlier, that is another thing that has happened. Earlier, a lot of those funding were geared towards charities. But recently, I think during COVID, they noticed that charities alone could not handle the gravity of the work.
The demand.
So they started giving regular nonprofits some money, and now it's getting even better. Like some funding from the federal government, even nonprofits can apply. But as I said, you can't issue that tax receipt. So that's one way.
Okay.
The other way where our people maintain sustainability is the casino funding, where they apply for AGLC license.
What's
You know,
AGLC?
AGLC is like the Liquor Commission.
Okay.
I forgot what the AG stands for, but
Okay.
the Liquor Commission. Maybe you can quickly Google it.
Yeah.
But you can, there are so many casinos in Calgary.
Yep.
So they do all these games and all these things, and then you can go there and manage a day's event all night, all day, and some of the proceeds of the sale. So instead of using regular staff, you and your volunteers go there and do the work, and they pay you for doing the work. So people raise money that way. Yoruba Foundation has it, Nigerian Association has it, Ghanaian.
You get people to go do the work.
The work at the casino. And then they
pay
the non-profit.
the organization. Okay.
Yeah, you have to have applied and gotten the permit to do that. Yeah, it's usually a 24-hour cycle for 2 days.
So if I'm coming to do the work, I know I'm volunteering. I'm doing
You are
this for the organization.
You are volunteering for the organization. So
It's
usually,
called Alberta Gaming, Liquor and Cannabis
yes, commission.
Commission.
That's right. So when you apply for that permit, it used to also be that it's only for charity. Now they've opened it up for non-profit. You get that permit. Your board has to say you can do it. The board of your non-profit, because volunteers are involved. If something happens, they don't want to not know about it. So they pass a resolution to say, yeah, go ahead and get your AGLC license. Then you hope they give you. It used to be more regular. You get those 2 days, maybe once in 6 months, once in a year, but now it's like 2 years because there are a lot of people going there. So you go, you get those 2 days, and sometimes you make up to 80,000.
Really?
Yeah,
So how
the
many
organization.
people? Yeah.
I think per shift. Per shift. Then you have to have backup. So there are different tasks per shift. I think it's 6-hour shift. You have to have backup of. So in short, just have up to 50 people ready.
Wow.
To do that whole 2-day event. Yeah. They provide you food.
Eye-opening, actually, I've never heard about this.
Oh, even
and
Nigerian.
it looks like a good way to.
Yeah, it's a good way. But like when you talk about sustainability, there are certain things you can use that money for. It's not everything. They will tell you what you can use that money for.
They will tell you.
They will tell you.
Okay.
Other ways you can generate funding is through social enterprise. So if your organization is doing some sort of training, people are paying for it. So almost like a business within a non-profit. And that's what we are currently evaluating as well.
So it's okay to maybe train and people pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
As
like
long
if I
as-
want to start training women in AI and they pay for that. So maybe an AI instructor can say, normally I charge 4,000 per hour, just saying. But because you are a charity, I'll do 2,000. You give me that charitable receipt for the other 2,000. So I'll charge the student, the potential student, as though it's 4,000. And so they pay for that. So I'm making money that way
and
as
they
well.
get- wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So how do you prioritize your time and resources between these two organizations? Do you do exactly the same thing for BTO and then you do the same thing for, or you're like, I think, is it Leaf or Life needs this
Leaf.
one? Leaf needs this one better than, BTO. How do you? 'Cause it's a lot of-
Actually, I like what you're saying. I really am enjoying what you're saying because it's like you're in my mind. When I talked about seniors, most of the people who are seniors are also women, or most of the people who come out to say they are seniors are women. Men, they just when they grow older, they are just kind of like not coming out as much, or they have different things they want to do, like golfing or putting things together, mentorship. They love to do those kind of stuff. But there's an overlap between LEAF and, because when we say we support women and girls, the women doesn't have an age limit.
Yep.
Up to 99, you're still a woman, right? So there could be an overlap, but the programs we do for them are not the same. Like when you look at seniors, there are more children have gone, most of them are retired. They are more kind of isolated. So you're looking for, how do you dismantle isolation? How do you support them so that they're not feeling lonely? And there's a common term we use now, aging well at home. In their home, we'll prefer that you don't go to long-term care facility in your own home. What can we do to make you happy there? Right? How can we bring cleaning services to you? How can we bring oral access services to you? Eyesight checks, even support you with frailty, helping with handrails and staircase and make lighting. Those are the kind cooking food that you need as you are aging. So those are the kind of things we're thinking about when it comes to seniors. And then as they get even older, you can see cognitive abilities begin to decline. What kind of games and stimulating ideas can we have to make sure they are still engaged? They can remember their children's names and birthdays. How do we help them with technology? Everybody now calls on Zoom and WhatsApp, and how do we help them with such things? So their needs
Or different.
they are
Or unique.
they are unique. They are not different from what we need, but they are unique. It has to be customized, is what I would say.
Yeah.
So they are. But for younger women, we're still trying to make money. We want to look good. We want to know where to travel to. We want to know mental health support, parenting support, fashion, all these other things. So ours is also is like preventing us from being isolated as well, if you think about it. So on the broader scheme, they all jive into well-being. At the end of the day, what is the commonality? Well-being of women, girls, and seniors is the core of the two foundation.
That's interesting. So what, for example, I want to start a not-for-profit,
Yes?
or I want to start a charity. What advice would you give me? Or you can give people out there.
Okay, the audience, and of course, Faye, and maybe other people that are listening. First of all, scan, they call something an environmental scan. First of all, start with research. What is out there? What is out there? What is being done? How are they doing it? And then what is missing? I must confess, I didn't do that. I just happen to be unique in what I do, but I wish I did it, because it could have informed how I started. Now I'm seeing that I have to morph into what is not existing, which I could have started with at the beginning, right? So yeah, start with what doesn't exist, then look at how can I learn from what already exists. The best way is to volunteer with what already exists. Volunteer on a board, volunteer with non-profit, Ruth House, Ants Lifting Hand, myself, any of these other organizations, just volunteer. You are learning.
Yeah.
It's not a waste. It's only if you don't know the right way to volunteer that you think it's free time. If you actually know how to volunteer, you will learn leadership skills, you will learn communication skills, you will learn time management, you will learn you will learn network, you will learn bookkeeping, you will learn fundraising, you will learn event planning.
Yeah.
So volunteer. Then sit down and say, okay, I see they do this, they do that, but there's nothing for small babies 0 to 2. And we see people struggling in that area. Or there's nothing for men. People have talked about there's nothing for men or boys, really. There's a few beginning
we focus a lot on women,
actually. Yeah, there's nothing for people with disability in the black community. Somebody just started one now for HIV/AIDS within the black community. And it's true, I've not seen it. Even as common as that problem is. You could say glaucoma, for instance, is a very common issue within black. The same way we usually have malaria. Glaucoma is very popular within the black senior community. Is there someone just saying, I want to focus on diseases that affect black seniors? Glaucoma, cataract, hypertension. Just focus on maybe even 3. Diabetes.
You'd be surprised that they're out there.
Oh, yeah. So just scanning and knowing what exists, what doesn't exist, and then you can prioritize what you want to focus on based on your passion, as we talked about before.
And I hope that you are available if somebody wants to tap.
Ask
maybe pick your brain.
Ask anyone.
I know that.
I love my brain being picked. Like,
oh, nice. Not everybody likes that.
I love it.
But, being generous or putting yourself out there for people to learn from is really good. I tried to. I think my friends and I tried to start something for. A music thing to make it not for profit, then the documentation. I think that's where we stopped. We've been there for like 5 or 6 years.
But now it's getting easier. Easier and easier.
Maybe just get information. Maybe we'll get back there and think about this. So what are your long-term goals for each of them? Okay. And how do you plan to achieve them?
All right. So for Ladies in the Family Foundation, right now we operate out of one office, but I'm hoping we can begin to look like a template like Women in Needs. If you look at Women in Needs, they have offices across the city. And why do they do that? It's not because they, like everything else that have multiple chapters, it's for ease, it's for accessibility. As those issues and needs begin to rise, you don't want someone traveling 45 minutes. And Calgary is getting larger and larger, right? Including even Airdrie, Cochrane, Chestermere. Yeah. So you don't want someone needing mental health and it takes them 2 hours. So how do we get to have chapters and staff in each of these different locations? So that's our long-term plan for LIVE. For BTO Foundation, like I mentioned, a lot of seniors want to age well at home, but they have big houses. They need to downsize and they need companion. As they get older, they will lose spouses. They are alone. Children go, they come at Christmas. So can we start thinking about group homes for them? Shared homes. It can even be in the home of one person who has 6 bedrooms. I say, okay, I have 6 bedrooms. Help me look for good tenants. Like myself, we can garden together at the backyard. We can go for walks in the community. So we are beginning to look into that. How do we find those homes? Because we don't want people dying and then all of it goes to their children, but they can still enjoy it in those 20 years between 65. I'm hoping most black seniors will live to over 100 and still be active. I always like the story when they say somebody moved to heaven just sleeping and off they go. And from there, it's not like they are not cognitively active. It's just like time to say bye-bye to earth. But it's not like they are deteriorating or their health is bastardized. That is my hope for the seniors that I serve.
Really good. Even if you're bringing, they still have to downsize. Like if you're bringing 6 people to come live together, and I'm sure downsizing is not easy. I've tried to downsize in my closet only in my closet. I don't know what to remove and what, so you can imagine if it's your whole life. What do I, they might even need help with things like that.
They do need help. And stairways. At some point, stairways is not safe. We hear of people, and our bones are fragile as we get older. So the first thing that happens is their skull, their hips. So
or knees.
Yeah, your knees start wiggling, and then the stairway is unsafe. So a lot of us live in duplexes, right? So you need to, even if it's not for the space, the structure of your home means you might start moving into bungalows and or stay at the lower level. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of work coming up. Wow. So if you see that I'm busy, those are what those are the things I'm thinking about.
It's been such a beautiful conversation. I've learned a lot. At least I know who to go to when I want to do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
Pick your brain.
Yes.
And she's here. If you have questions, better add in the comment section. Okay. We have a few. We just want to know you better by asking a few questions. First one would be, if you could have dinner with any historical Black leader to discuss your work, who would it be?
Okay, thank you. I know a lot of people say these same names, but it's personal to me. It would be Oprah. When I came in here, I told the staff here that I'm interested in having a talk show. And I don't want to have the regular talk show. I want to have a talk show about the burning topic at the moment. So like I said, right now it's tariff. It could be something else next week.
At the time.
It could be Heathrow burning. How is that affecting your travel? Something like that. Hot. As it's happening.
Live.
Yeah, as it's happening, we are discussing it. We are capturing live experiences of people. And I know Oprah has done this. She's excelled at it. Ours was not like burning, but it was close to burning. Yeah. And the other reason I would like to meet her is that even after she retired, she's still useful. She's still constantly finding something to do, and she loves to read. I love to read, but these two nonprofit have taken so much time from me. I'm like, I want to read. So I want to understand, how does she make time to read? I've heard people, they just read all the time. Any little time they are reading.
They're reading.
Yeah. So those are the three reasons I wanna get to sit.
I think that's a good choice. She's a role model in every way, right?
Yeah.
Oprah, everybody loves. I love her. I know. Another question for you is: what's one common misconception people have about aging in the Black community?
Oh, that one is very easy to answer. It is this idea that they are useless. They don't have anything to contribute. When people say, let me say it in Yoruba, Mommy eti dagba, ejo kunle. Or even sometimes some people can be even extra mean and say, Iruyin no wambe. Maybe there's a party, 50-year-old. I mean, not fellow. Iruyin no wambe. Eti shitini jare, ejo kunle. That is a no-no. That is a no-no. People who are older now, they are still as sharp as ever. The oldest,
feelings, they're still people.
No, they are even sharp. The oldest in the community that I serve is 85.
Wow.
This guy is sharp. He was recounting the days that he was a soccer coach and mentorship. They are not. They are, in fact, honestly, they are just like us. They are. We are living longer.
Do you know how we should see this? Whatever age you are now is not how you were 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you feel any different?
Yeah, no.
It's still the same you.
And I heard that the brain is as good as it was before, right? Unless you are not eating right and certain parts start getting plugged. But the whole cognitive side,
it doesn't age.
It doesn't age.
So you're still the same person. I know how when I was 20, I thought 40 was old. Now 40 is young.
Yeah, even 60s. I'm
So
looking at how you dress. Is this going to change when you're 80? You're still going to be as fabulous as you are. Yeah, you might reduce the earrings a little bit.
I may not.
Maybe.
I may
but
not.
everything else, 65 can put this on and still look good. And I see it.
Yeah, and you can do good makeup, do whatever, So people should learn. And these things, you just say, especially in our community, sometimes you just say things like one bed. Those things hit people.
They are hurt. They are hurtful.
You know, watch how you talk to people. People should just learn to be kind, right? It's important. What's one thing you wish people understood about the work you do? I know you've said a lot today, but what's that one thing that you wish people knew about the work you do?
It is common to say it's a tough job, but I will use the word, it is demanding.
It's demanding.
It is very demanding. The fact that it's, okay, I think I can even add to that. People always misconstrue the fact that it's non-profit as though it doesn't require the rigor of a for-profit. It requires rigor, but it's a different type of expectation. So I've heard people say, oh, we are only here to talk to for-profit people. They do basically the same thing. It's just the way the money came that is different. You raise capital, we go through funding and donation. But then everything...
And then you have to account for it too.
Everything else from there is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one more thing because I really just want to know this. What's a guilty pleasure or fun hobby people might be surprised to know you have?
I like tasting food.
Really?
Yeah. When I talk about food, people always think I love food. I don't even eat much. I'm someone that I put a lot on my plate. I would eat 5 spoons and boom. But I love, not like the buffet style where you know when you go to all you can eat all inclusive, that one tires me out. It's too much. But when I see like different types of food, you can pick here, you can taste this, you can taste little shrimp. I love that a lot. So when I say I'm going on vacation, my idea is I wish it's a place where I can just taste different types of food. And I don't have a sweet tooth, so it's not the dessert, it's the real appetizer and main meal. That's where I stop. Yeah.
All right. It's really nice to get to know you. Thank you so much. It's been a beautiful conversation. Me, I have learned a lot. The AGLC thing, I never heard it, and I think it's a good way to, as long as you can, rally people around
to go volunteer
to work for you. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure being here. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. I don't take your time for granted. That's one thing. I know how people are busy and the things that we do. And when did we talk about this? It was just 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
And you're here.
Yeah.
I thank you. I don't take it for granted in every sense that means. Thank you so much as well to the audience for staying till the end. I hope you were able to pick one thing or two. It's never easy to do anything good. Anything that's good that you're doing takes work, it takes community, it takes people, research, information. I hope you're able to take something away from here. Add a comment, share, like, subscribe. I'm saying subscription is free. Subscribe. And until next time, on another episode of Life Couch with Fady, it's bye for now.
Bye, people. Thank you.